Manta rays are, well, they're just beautiful animals. They're extremely graceful. I think of all the animals that I've been lucky enough to dive with or to be in the water with, they're definitely a number one for me. So I first started researching the manta rays here in Hanifaro back in 2007, and you know, it was really pretty special to see all these animals feeding together in such large aggregations, and I really just wanted to find out more about it and then how we could try and protect this site and ensure that these animals would be able to continue coming here and feeding in these amazing formations for many years to come. Manta rays are cartilaginous fish, so they're closely related to sharks and all the other rays. These are animals which actually swim in the open water column. Basically, they have these huge mouths which they use for feeding on plankton, and the plankton are filtered out of the water by these gill rakers. One of the fundamental primary things I wanted to find out was how many are there, for example, both in the Maldives and here visiting Hanifaro Marine Protected Area. And we've got a pretty good idea now that we're looking at probably a population of between 5,000 and 10,000 manta rays in the Maldivian archipelago as a whole, and these are resident reef manta rays that are here 12 months of the year. And that within Hanifaro we've identified over nearly 1,200 different manta rays that use this site in the 5 years that we've been collecting research. So it's obviously a very important site that attracts mantas from around the different coral atolls to come here to feed during the monsoon. And that's, you know, twice as much as anywhere else, any other database that exists in the world. The Maldives would be right up there as, you know, the best place to see large aggregations of these animals. If you don't have that basic raw scientific data, those facts that you need to be able to go to governments, to go to the conservationists and say, look, you know, this is the data, this is proof that there are issues, that we need to do something to protect these animals because you know, we can look at the trends of change over time. Maybe if the habitat is being degraded through fisheries or through tourism. If you don't collect that data, you don't know what needs to be done to correct the problem.
Okay, it's west-southwest, 254 degrees.
We do have photo databases. I have some images of a couple of manta rays going back into the 80s, and I still see those same large animals swimming around today, and they don't seem to have changed much in the 20-odd years when they were first photographed. Here at Hanifaro, we've got, you know, one of the world's best aggregation sites for manta rays. There's nowhere else in the world where you can see, you know, 100+ animals all feeding together in such a small-sized space. And that comes with it, obviously, increasing pressures from the level of tourism, and that needs to be managed. So we need to have an effective system in place where we can control the numbers of tourism so that the animals themselves don't suffer from this 200 people in the water with 10 safari boats and, you know, another 5 resort boats and, you know, snorkelers and divers, everybody in this tight little area with 100 or so manta rays, maybe 1 or 2 whale sharks. That's just not sustainable. So we have now a marine protection area, which is fantastic news. We also have the announcement that the whole of this atoll is to become a UNESCO biosphere reserve. There has to be benefits to not only the animals, of course we want to protect the manta rays, we want to protect the reefs, but you have to want the local community themselves to want to protect this site, and they have to see for themselves the benefit of conserving this area for the tourism and for the intrinsic value of the manta rays and their habitat. I think that anybody who does get a close encounter with a manta ray certainly doesn't forget it. It's an amazing experience. Manta rays here at Hanifaro will be something which can be enjoyed for everyone for many, many, many decades to come, as long as we look after it.